All right, we're live.
Hello? Anybody out there? Hello, stop scrolling. I mean it this time. Do not scroll. Okay, I want to talk to you people. Our last episode, I had a bag over my head. We had our highest ratings ever. Ever. Okay, I want to talk to you. Hey, hey, you. Stop scrolling. No, they're not. Don't go this. Don't go this. Go this and stop. Stop right here. Hey, how y'all doing? We're glad to see you. It's Memorial Day.
Two people.
We do. Those are my people. That's right. See? They stopped right on it, honey.
Two people.
So, man, today was a good day. We ate silly, didn't we?
Yeah, it's a junk day.
So junk
Everybody eats
day. We did. We liked that. We had people swimming in the pool. The pool was 92 degrees.
It was actually, I know
Your kids are well
it was cold today
Yeah.
for Florida.
If you noticed, we were renting out the pool.
Yeah, we have guests.
So when we have a guest that's going to be on the show, we put them at the bar.
Is that what we
That's
do?
our signal.
That's our new thing.
That's our signal. That's right. We also want to point out that somebody turned the tooth back in, but it looks filthy. Somebody held this thing emotionally in a very bad way. I don't know what they did.
Well, we could clean it. That
But
would be
this
nice.
the award you get for line of the day is the special tooth.
Right.
So yeah.
Well,
There you
maybe
go.
everybody's off of quarantine. Oh, somebody's here. Oh, I don't have my comments up. I got to see what.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Good idea.
sorry.
Yep.
Yeah,
Take
that
a
would
look at it.
help.
Where is it?
Oh, Chris and Lindo.
Okay.
Oh, there's a very bad echo.
Oh, really? Oh.
Oh, well,
Well, who did
I
that?
know. Tell Jim to jump into the pool.
Yeah. How's that?
I don't know. Tell us if it's better.
that
I'm
better?
afraid to talk.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know
Always
either.
having technical difficulty.
I don't think so.
All right.
I
I have-
have comments up. I gotta see what.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yep.
That would help.
Oh, I bet it's Randy. Are you up?
Yeah.
Turn your or mute your phone.
No, it wouldn't. It shouldn't matter.
Okay.
You shouldn't. All right. Tell me if it's still echoing.
Let's see if it is. We'll check it out.
Let us know.
Yeah. I think we're good.
You think we're good?
I think we're good.
All right. All right.
All right, people.
You guys are echoing. Or perhaps sound device giving feedback loop.
We are getting feedback.
All right. Well, any thoughts?
It's echoing.
He says they're saying it's echoing.
Well, your Skype is on?
Want me to kill it?
Yeah.
Will you call me?
Yep.
Oh, you call me? All right.
We'll see. Better.
I thought we'd go one day without a technical
No.
issue, but I guess that's
Yeah,
okay.
see, and Michael Scott said it was a sound device giving a loop. So it was, we were hooking up to Skype for a guest for later.
So how do
So
I
we'll
do
probably have to mute this and
Okay.
you'll just use the Skype audio then.
Okay.
Because we're too close. I think that's probably the case.
All right, that sounds
We'll talk to Michael Scott, the genius, the men's of all things. But we wanted to tell them about sports.
right.
Now, my wife
Oh,
is
wait,
not.
no, not sports yet.
Oh, we're going to talk about what we're doing tonight?
Oh, okay. Well, you can.
Well,
You can go
because
there.
there's no sports out.
There's no sports.
This is really bothering her because she watches a total of.
Although I did just
Non-sports.
read that NBA might start their season here in Orlando
Really?
at the ESPN Center at Disney.
No kidding.
Right. I thought that was really interesting.
Didn't hear that. Not that I
Yeah.
follow any teams. I don't even know the teams
Well,
anymore.
you know how closely I follow my NBA.
Yeah, right. Nothing. I think she watched 2 games of something last year, but I think one was curling, and I can't remember what the other one was.
Well, they say it's better. Do they mean it's like better, or it's fixed, or is it better?
Better, I think, says Michael Scott.
I
He's
don't
not even
even
sure.
know.
Michael, you got like 26 TVs. Unbelievable.
Let me
Hey, Bill Smithart is on. Hey, Bill, how you doing? You know what?
Better, I
When
think.
Bill Smithart is on, here's what it tells us. When Bill Smithart is on, it tells us it's not a nice day in Dayton, Ohio.
He's not in Dayton, Ohio.
Well, that's
He's
right.
in Tennessee.
In Tennessee. So it's not a nice day wherever he is. Back to the point.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
he has a sports car.
He's got a sports car, and he's going to take me for a ride.
I do.
He hasn't actually promised that yet, but
No.
I can just tell.
He did.
He
Yeah, I
will.
skipped that.
He will.
He did.
Yeah, with his dogs.
Mike Caputi. Mike, I love you. It's good to hear you, see you, all that kind of stuff. So, Mike, so you stay on for a little bit. Remember, you're going for the line of the day. The line of the day is simply the most sarcastic line that you can give about one of the hosts or one of the events or one of the other guests. It's fine. But that's what we do. But since there's no sports on, then you get to possess this. So it's like a sports thing.
There you go.
You get to possess this, but somebody possessed it in somewhat of a bad fashion. You can see it's yellowed. So you get to possess it emotionally. We ain't mailing it to you.
Everybody's saying hi to each other.
Yeah, stop that. We're the stars here, okay, people? We're
Yeah.
the stars. So that was working good for us.
I know. I hope we're okay now.
Yep,
We
I think
lost
we
some
are.
people, and they're probably like, "Oh, that was
Ah,
loud.
That was annoying. That
I
was too
know.
much.
Too much. Too much." All right, so I have a video
Yeah,
or
here we go.
picture of Jim. I know. You know how I like to play, especially with Jim.
Yes.
This was pre and post,
Yeah.
I guess, quarantine. Is that right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah, there you
COVID. Yep.
There we go. I thought you guys would enjoy that. I know you guys have seen this picture before, but that is Jim.
The picture on the right is about 7:30 in the morning.
7:30 in the morning.
The before picture was taken. I was on pretty much a lot of caffeine, as I recall. It's an older one. I know. Neil has now joined us.
Yes, exactly.
He has a big boat also. Oh, Bill Smithart's got a big boat.
Oh, we could go boating.
We didn't know that.
There you go. And he's in Tennessee. Tennessee is beautiful.
Tennessee's beautiful,
Yeah.
but Bill's on because it's bad weather. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
well, it's bad weather here.
Yeah, we had 91 and rain. I don't
Yeah,
know
we
what that
talked to
means. No, we
Sydney.
didn't get 91, did
Sydney
we?
said no. We were at like in the 70s. Sydney has like 88 degrees in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I know. She actually had nicer weather than us.
Yep.
But as you know, it is Memorial Day, and
Yes.
we're celebrating Memorial Day. And in honor of Memorial Day, we had to put this up because
Yeah, this is awesome.
this is just so true. So the old man that shuffles around town with the Vietnam veteran hat on was at one time more badass than you will ever be.
We
I'll
love
tell
that.
you what, we know a couple of those
Oh,
guys.
yeah. We've met a few of those. Yep.
And they're like in their 70s now.
Yeah, I could probably put this picture up if I took the time. It's one of the guys who is on a kill squad, and we met him at the hospital. I think he'd blown off a finger or something, got shot or whatever. But he has a bunch of tattoos, and he has one right on the back of his neck, and it says infidel above, and then he has a dotted line, and underneath it, it says cut here.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's going to get caught, and he'll be beheaded, so he's giving him something to aim for.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I thought that was a good
That was
one.
that's a good
that's
one,
really
babe.
fun.
Yeah.
Because these are guys that were really pretty tough.
Oh, yeah,
And they
man.
sacrificed a lot. And this is the day we are to remember.
Well, remember the two guys who met in our living room or in our kitchen? The one guy worked for, he was in the Gulf War,
Yeah.
and he worked for a heating and
great
air
story.
conditioning company. Yep, worked for a heating and air conditioning company. And so he meets Mike, our good friend of ours and a brother-in-law, who was a Vietnam vet. And the guy from the Gulf War says, man, thank you very much for your service. And the other guy says, thank you. Mike says, thank you back. And the kid from the Gulf War, he goes, no, sir. He says, we were fighting with 45 pounds of armor on us. He says, you guys were fighting in cotton.
Yeah, they just had little T-shirts on. Well, even
Yeah.
that picture that we just had up, it was
Yeah,
the
you're
same
like,
way.
holy cow. Yeah, they're fighting in T-shirts, basically.
Right.
So pretty amazing.
Right.
It's a great country. It is such a great country, so we're thrilled.
So last time we were talking about dogs and people's dogs. Well,
Yes.
Tiffany Porter, the one with the hens, she has all the hens that we named.
Yeah.
Her daughter has a German Shepherd that is obviously incredibly talented. So we had to.
We
share
like to
this.
think it's our dog if we had one, so we're just letting Tiffany use it. Now, who doesn't want a dog that can do this
I
stuff?
know, it's just
okay?
not cute. I mean,
He's
look
got
at
the car
face.
keys, so you're not going to drive drunk. I don't know what he's holding there.
Plus, like he would
Oh, and
definitely
he brings in the
protect you.
groceries or the poop bag. And look at sushi. He can balance sushi.
He's not
And he reads the
reading it.
paper. He's got glasses.
There you go.
There we go. That's Tiffany
Jim
Porter's.
needs a dog like that. Or
Yeah.
he needs a dog to teach him things like that.
That would be good. That would work. That would work. So how's everybody doing tonight? Virginia Mahoney is on all the way from Tasmania. If you're new to us tonight, we have viewers in Tasmania. We have viewers in the north of Sweden, where they still got like stinking icebergs out in the middle of his lake.
Yeah.
And then where else we get? We've had Germany
Yeah,
watching
he
us.
lives,
We got a
should
bunch of
post
countries.
a picture. He literally lives in the middle of nowhere up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things we like about what this thing does is now we got Virginia from Tasmania talking to Linda in Minnesota.
I love that. Plus, she's wishing us a happy Memorial Day, which
Yeah.
they don't have it there. Oh,
No.
I'm sure they have their own
Their
version
of it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
cool. Just so you know, Chris couldn't miss seeing you even with company eating out on the deck. So it's just Chris watching. That's pretty
I
cool.
did wonder if people would be celebrating and wouldn't be able to join us. Actually,
Yeah.
our company just left.
Yeah.
Except we have some people.
We have
hanging
some guests
on.
back over there. And so that's what
They
we do
won't
now.
let
That's
go.
a new thing we're doing in the show. Remember when Bob comes on, we always say hi to Bob. Bob is the new Norm from Cheers, and we do that to Bob. Builds up his self-esteem. He's got some medical imbalances and chemical imbalances. So doing that really helps him get very positive. So we do that, and then we give out line of the day is what we do. And now our guests are going to participate in some random games that my wife has dreamed up.
Right. I didn't dream up. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Minute to Win It, but Minute to Win It is basically just that. You have a minute to try to do some type of whatever we decide that they should do, and they have to compete against each other. So today, and we'll introduce our guest.
Yes.
Jim is going to be competing against our friend Tim, and he will introduce him. And then you guys will, just say who you think is going to win against the competition.
Right.
Or whatever they're going to be doing.
Yeah.
We'll explain as we go. But that's what it's called, Minute to Win It.
Minute to win it.
Minute to Win It. So
Yep.
I think it's about time for us to call in our friends.
Oh, okay. All right. This might bring back our buzz, so we're probably going to have to
I
shut
know.
this off is what we're going to have to do.
Yeah.
And then I head over to the bar to meet with our guests, correct?
Give it 1 minute. Let me.
Oh, she's got to hook this up.
I gotta call them, and then
Okay.
we'll be up and running.
But the graphics are going much better. But the graphics are working. Okay. Yours is on, Randall?
Mm-hmm.
See if they can hear us, honey.
All right.
Oh, I forgot.
Tell me when you're up.
I'm up, but I don't see the video.
What happened?
Can you call me again? Oh, look, I fixed it.
He's got it.
Okay. All right.
Turn your speaker off too, honey.
I did, and the kids went back on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oops. We must
That's
become.
not it. That's not it. There we go.
That's not it?
There we go.
There we go. Now we're good.
You're on.
Okay, now it looks like we're seeing. No,
We
we're
got
a little
it.
behind. All right. Okay. So
Yeah.
we have our guests sitting at the bar today. This is our new set that we just had built. And stop playing with things.
I'm
Okay.
ready.
So you're getting all worked up for this
I
thing?
am.
Okay. So this is Tim Wiseman.
Okay, the
What's
sound
up,
is off.
everybody?
What, honey?
The sound is off.
Is that what they're saying?
No, I can tell.
How?
Jim is wearing pants.
What?
The sound is off. You're saying soft with your lips.
Oh. Oh, the sound is off. Okay. All right.
Well, just keep going.
All right. So we'll keep going. We'll try not to move our lips a lot since the sound is off. So just
It's
notice you
like-
try to talk like this.
It's like a Chinese
Yeah.
movie.
It's a Chinese movie we're filming here,
Chinese
people.
athleticism movie.
We have no audio. It's this. I don't know if we've told you, but we're sponsored by Rinky Dink Productions. Rinky Dink Productions. Okay, this is Tim Wiseman, who is not actually my nephew. Some people have said that, but he is
Thank
not.
God.
With the death of my late wife, Tim is no longer my nephew because he was actually related on my wife's side. So
Yes.
now we're just
So
friends.
we are not blood. Thank
No, we are not
We're
blood.
not
Thank
blood,
you,
thank you.
Jesus.
you. Thank you, Jesus.
Which every time I'm around his kids, I thank the Lord for that because then I can say they're actually no spawn of any type of mine, of any of my genetics whatsoever. No, they're actually great kids. So, Tim, tell us about yourself.
Hey, everybody, I'm Tim.
Yeah, that's
and,
enough. We're not really that interested, are we, people?
I love surfing, soccer, Jesus, my wife and kids, and love working with young people around the world. And I love U.S. military, so it's a special day.
That's
for
it.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, we love Memorial Day. It's awesome. It's for those of our guys who have already gone on and we've lost. And Veterans Day is for those that are living. Okay, so Tim works with, has been a semi-pro athlete, and he works with, helps us with combat injured troops. He does events for us when we've gone to Germany, things like that, and hospitals and stuff. So it's very cool. So we thought, since there are no sports on today, or at all,
There's none.
There's
It's
nothing.
killing me.
it's killing him because he's big into soccer.
I did see a Bundesliga game for
A what?
the Bundesliga in Germany.
Oh, right.
They
okay.
had a game. They actually had a game. Bayern Munich played. There's no fans, and you actually can hear people, the guys yelling or talking on there.
Oh, really?
And when they score and celebrate, it's just the guys celebrating. There's no crowd. It's so weird,
Wow.
but it's really kind of cool.
Hey, you two.
They
Yeah.
I
just
think I
started.
might have you come back here to the table because I think it's off by some frames and
Well, Michael Scott says it's good.
yeah, they said it's off by a couple frames.
Yeah, we don't care, do we?
Okay, well it's up to
No, we
them.
got to do the games over here. They're gonna have to tough it out. All right, we'll step this up.
Okay.
Well, that's very cool. So no sports, because there is no sports that are on. We are now your place for sports,
We are.
and we are soliciting. We want to be ESPN 20. That's what we're going for. We want to be ESPN 20. There's an Ocho now. They stole that out of whatever show that was. What show was that? ESPN Ocho. Now they call it ESPN Ocho.
Yeah.
So we're going to do some sports.
This is a sad day in America when we use Jim Peters' name in the same sentence with athletes. Sad day.
All right, so we
I'm
have
sorry, people.
We have two teams, is what we have, okay? The two teams are Team Jim, which is the alpha team, and
Team Tim.
Team Tim.
Hey, vote for Team Tim's a vote for America or Germany.
You did not go.
Take your pick.
You did
Yes.
not go there. All right, so here's an apple. This is a very tough game. You got the names up, honey?
Yes, I'm putting them up now.
Okay, great. All right, so
Are they with us?
I think check on them and see how they're doing. Yeah, we've got a few people watching. We don't care. All right, so here's the deal. We don't care. We do this whether people are here or not.
Why you
don't
give
we,
me
Tim?
all the deformed app?
I am actually doing it.
You are on purpose. Look, I'm training you here. There you go.
No, that one's like weird.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you gave it to me.
We
It's
really
a
probably
person.
should have had the bartender give us these apples. Probably would have been.
Randy, could you move back just a tad? It's harder to see Tim, I think. There we
Okay.
go. There we go.
There we go. We got 5. You
All
think we'll need 5?
I don't know if we'll be able to get 3.
I don't think we will. All right, honey, you got to call out when you get a timer going there. And
I'm not ready.
Aaron Free is watching. Hey, Aaron Free, we're now doing a game because there's no sports on television.
You're confused.
What?
Okay, you guys, it's time to weigh in.
What?
Time to weigh in.
Weigh
Tim
in.
and Jim.
Oh, okay, yes.
Who you picking?
Yeah,
Team Tim or Team Jim?
right. Got to put it up, start voting. If you want to put Team Tim, Jim on who's going to win this thing. You don't even need to know what it is yet, okay? But we have 1 minute to do this. And what we are doing, Tim, is what?
We are seeing how many apples we can stack, these deformed apples, how many we
Yes.
can stack on top of each other without falling within a minute.
And within a
Whoever
minute.
has the most apples when the minute ends wins the game.
Okay.
So if all your apples fall right before the minute ends, and I have two, and you have none, or just one, I win.
Did you notice the way he said that? See, he doesn't build me up. He's building me down.
Oh, no.
No, not a builder upper. All right, honey, whenever you hit the clock,
On your mark.
Yep.
Get set, go.
here we go. We need some music here. There's 2 piece of cake, people. 3 count 'em, people. Look at this. Here's 4. Yes, Randy adds some music. I love that. I love Randy. Randy's a bartender tonight. I want to thank him. He's coming all the way from, dear Jesus, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. And we are down. Call off the time there, ma'am. And I don't see the clock moving, but maybe it is.
39 seconds.
Oh, we're down to 39. Wow, okay.
These do not want to stay.
No, they don't. I'm trying a different one. You want to try a different one? Here, try that. All right, here we go. Oh, jeez. All right.
Oh, come on.
Come on, you good for nothing.
What's the time?
What's the time?
25, 24.
Count it out. We're down to 20 seconds. People want to thank you for watching. There's this riveting television today. Would you stop putting your poison breath on my beautiful Adam and Eve apples? Dear Jesus. This is what it's like. This is why I am not related to him. He is the.
7, 6,
Oh, no.
Five,
You can't touch it. You gotta let it go.
2. Well, you're not supposed to. You guys.
All right, here we go. Whoever gets the fourth one is stay.
Okay.
That's to stay for 3
All right,
seconds.
it's extended. It's extended.
Here we go.
Stand by.
Bartender.
One more try, and then that's it.
As soon as you take your hands away. 1 Mississippi,
One.
2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. 5 Mississippi.
Winner! Yes.
I hate him. I just hate him. I can't stand him. All right, so you're eating the profits of the game. We have to turn these to the grocery store. We're not keeping these things.
Sweet victory.
These have all been manhandled.
And
All right,
All
honey.
right.
We're coming back. Honey,
Yes.
are we coming over there?
Oh, you're coming back over there.
Are we on with about cups?
Well, we got. Oh yeah, we got to do the cups. Okay. I didn't know if Sonny was done because of the audio issues.
You want to do the cups over there or over here?
We'll do them here. We can't do them there.
All right.
All right. Okay. Now you know the goal of this game is this is Christian beer pong. There's no beer. There's no pong. It's Christian beer pong. Okay, so that's what we do. We got to do. What is it? 4-3? No.
Four. We got to build a pyramid.
Yeah, you got to build a pyramid.
I'm not telling you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You already forgot
Shut up.
how many. No peeking.
Okay.
You already forgot how many cups go on the bottom.
I did.
So
All right.
beautiful.
So we're gonna start this whenever you're
If you
ready.
were playing football, well, Coach, what play we running again tonight? I just told you, Peter.
We don't need no stinking plays. All right. You ready, honey?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have to acknowledge who won. Tim won the last one, so whoever voted for Tim won.
Yeah, whoever voted for me won. Vote for America.
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 Clear, easy choice.
Okay, there was.
Never vote on
You
Peter's
saw the
for
cheating.
athletics.
You saw the cheating,
Whatever.
and the bartender is half drunk, so he couldn't even help us. All right. So these cups are specially designed solo. Oh, you know the history of the solo cup. Are you aware, this people, how the solo cup works? That the solo cup has these little divots or whatever in it for a reason. So the bottom one is these aren't right. Oh, this one is the right one. So this is the right one. So this is a shot, right?
Really?
Yeah, that's a shot, right?
2 ounces.
Right there. That's a
I
shot.
think so.
Yeah, and then the next one is wine. Isn't that a glass of wine?
No, that's not a glass of wine.
That's a big glass of wine.
Well, these are wrong. So okay, back to me. This is a shot. Somewhere in here is wine. If you had a real solo cup, we can't afford the real solo cups. These are Walmart knockoffs.
These are not even solo cups.
These actually might be Walmart.
These are called darts.
Seriously?
D-A-R-T.
I'm
dart.
getting my money back. So anyway, this one's
2 people watching now.
seriously. Oh, so there's a shot right here, and then there's this one is like for beer, and then or wine, and then this is beer up here. I don't know. You drank more than I did, so I don't know. This
Okay.
is true. Back in the day.
What are you
All
guys
right.
gonna do?
We're going to stack the cups. Are we ready?
Yeah, we have to go
4, 3, 2,
4,
1.
3, 2, 1.
That's It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it 5, 4?
Ready?
Okay.
Ready?
Who can stack it and unstack it fastest?
Wait.
So far, we only had a couple people vote.
No, it's not 5, 4, 3. It's 4, 3, 2. You. This is why we don't allow Christians on our program, because they lie. I'm telling you, a lot of them lie. This is one of them right here. He had me going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We don't have enough cups for 5, 4, 3, 1. But I didn't know that because I don't do math.
Oh, this is true. He's like full of second grader.
Okay, all right.
All right, we ready?
All right, we're going to try this again. 4, 3, 2, 1. We have to stack them up. Wait, how many seconds do we got on this? A minute? This is easy.
First one to do
I
it
was the
then.
one that told you. You wanted to do the silly one.
Okay, it's the first one to do it. First one to get him without falling.
Ready, set, go.
So anyway, there it was. Oh, great. Randy's getting a phone call now. He's going to put the camera down.
Hey,
Sure hope we're not bothering him. Wait a minute. How did they do this wrong?
Give me one of my cups.
Hey, you. How do we not have enough cups?
Because you stole one of my cups and you're falling apart. See, pitiful.
Tim won.
Tim on.
I don't even have enough cups, people.
It wouldn't matter. You would have.
Team Tim again.
It's Deep Tim.
Yeah.
This is a
Look,
worst.
this kid, look, I want you to look at here. He's got 2 cups. Please zoom in on this. He's got 2 cups on the bottom. We don't have enough cups. Oh my, he's a moron.
He's a moron.
You know,
Oh, this is the worst.
any of y'all that bet on Jim Peters on those games, you realize why you don't bet on him when it comes to sports. Even the sport of stacking cups.
I want to apologize to all my friends out there who may have been watching this and betting money on me. This is how tragic America has become. I just want you to know that I've been pretty devastated ever since I learned that the highest rated show we have ever done. We've been doing this show, what have we done, honey? 18, 19 episodes. The highest rated show we've had. I had a bag on my head for 10 minutes. Yeah. You know, if we'd have put a bag on my wife's head, what would have happened? That would have, the economy would have crashed.
No viewers.
No viewers, 0 viewers. All right. So, Tim, I want to know a little bit more about your,
Yeah.
what?
Why don't you guys come back over here and talk?
How are we going to do that?
You come back here and you can sit on my chair and I'll sit with.
No,
There we go. There we go.
As you know, we try to keep this pretty casual. Come on over here. We try to keep this pretty casual here, people. So this is the new Sonny. Why don't we put a bag on his head and see if the ratings go up, honey? Let's try it. So, you know, I'm
See,
sorry.
this is the winner's chair over here. This is why Sonny sits here, and I sit here because we're the winners. Just saying.
Can't stand him. What were you going to say, dear?
Well, we can go to some
All right.
questions while you guys talk about each other, and
Oh, there you go. So how are you going to get to the computer?
well, just sit over there, I guess.
Yeah. How are we doing this?
All right.
Randall, can you help her with some sort
No,
of a
I
chair?
got it. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
we're good. We're good.
So Tim and I have done Germany together. We've done camps together. We've done a bunch of other things together. We've been working together for a long time, trying to change the world. So I wanted him to be on tonight because Memorial Day means a lot to him. And we are going to just talk a little bit more about Tim and try to interview him about things that he's really challenged about or very excited about. We've done a couple of podcasts together that have worked really well. So if you are not listening to our podcast, we'd really love you to do that. And those of you that have not been on YouTube and subscribed to us, we really need you to do that. So a little bit of housekeeping here, if I could put my housekeeping hat on. All those of you that are regular people and you're really faithful supporters of us, we love that, but we really need you to subscribe on the YouTube. We're going to start switching things over to that. We're also producing more product that we're going to put out on there that we're not going to be putting on Facebook. So if you want to see everything we've got, go over there. We've loaded up Tim's videos where we interviewed Tim and a bunch of other people that we've done. Even Randy has a video, the human video we've got up there. Yes.
We have some fun questions, but first, just
Yes.
explain again who Tim is.
All right. Tim is my late wife Debbie's nephew. And so I've known Tim pretty much since about birth, which is unfortunate. So in that entire time,
sorry.
Yes, it's tragic. So Tim has, in the last 15 or so years, you did youth ministry and all those kinds of things, but now he spends his life really trying to mentor young people coming out of high school and going into college and coming out of college
right.
and going into life. And so he's been very effective at it. He's one of the best people I've met at really doing that, at mentoring young people. He really does phenomenal at it. I think he's way better than I am at it. And so, Tim, talk to us a little bit about your happy places and where you are. What's the greatest thrill of your life right now? What do you like? You're writing a book.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's very cool.
Yeah, I think right now I'm just trying to slow down and enjoy the time of life with the family.
Yeah, he's
And
got 2
quarantine
kids.
life. Yeah, 2 kids home, being home and school, distance learning, and writing a book and getting ready to launch that with a video series coming out to help young people find
Yeah.
biblical purpose and how to make decisions for their life. So
Okay, so we're going to go to random trivia questions, which we have now, which you're going to love. All right, so first question up, Tim, is at the 28 Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest, Joey Chestnut, which, by the way, he's won for several years, ate
wow.
how many hot dogs? Everybody get your phones out and start voting, if you would. Tell us what's going on. And let's see what's going on. Do you think it's 74, or number 2 is 56, or answer number 3 is 39? So go ahead and give us your answers. And Whit Hartman is watching now. Okay, Whit, good to have you on board. The other Beth says number 1. Have we had Bob come on yet? Is Bob here?
I don't know. I haven't.
Oh, geez.
I don't
We
know.
can't count on him for nothing. Okay, Chris and Linda say number 1. Beth says number 1. So people are voting in. Now, we got Randy here as well. So what's your answer? What did you think there?
I can't answer because I already know.
Oh, he already knows. So what are you going to go with?
I think number 1.
Number 1. He's going to go with number 1. Most people are number 1.
We got to show a picture of Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, we do. This is
Oh.
Joey Chestnut. Okay, this is the hot dogs he made, or he
That's-
ate.
When do you expect him to be huge?
Yeah.
I expect
Yeah.
him to be huge.
And he's won several years, so he's got a
That's
real
amazing.
slick way of doing it. What do you?
He's won 12 times.
Oh my, that many. So what he does is he takes the bun and dips it in a glass of water, and then sucks that thing down, and then eats the hot dog, and he does them separates. Is what he does. That's one of his
Like,
tricks.
it's cheating, but I guess he can do
He
that,
can do
right?
it. They said water's fine because you can drink the water, so he decides to dunk it, and it works better
Well,
for him.
probably like
Yeah.
he just
Yeah.
said nothing.
So there you go.
okay.
Soggy
That's
hot
Joey
dog.
Chestnut. He won. Let's see. They're coming in 2, 3, 1. We got 1, 74 hot dogs. Dale, Michael Armstrong is now watching. Hey, Michael is one of my guys. Most people are saying number 1. Answer number 1.
It was 74.
Yep, 74,
Yes.
which is number 1.
Oh, was that number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's number 1.
All right.
So 74 hot dogs. Now, here's some bizarre stuff. We got some other questions for you about first of all, what's the most of anything you've ever eaten? I mean,
probably pizza.
well, up in Buffalo, New York, Gary and I,
wings.
yeah, Gary and I one time ate 100 wings. So we ate about 50 each.
Oh,
I think my record was
gosh.
like 38,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, we ate like 100. What's the most of anything you've eaten?
Probably wings.
Wings?
About 30.
About 30 wings. Honey, what's the most of anything you've ever eaten back in the
You
day?
know what? I-
Cheesecake for you.
It would, no,
Rice
it would,
crackers.
yes, it would be crackers or, yeah.
But
chips
back
or
in the day when
something.
you were trying to gain weight, did you eat a whole cheesecake?
I did a whole cheesecake? No.
No. Well, not in a day. It didn't mean 10 minutes, but.
All right, well, then let's go to the next question.
Oh,
because
she
the next
see how
question-
she
yeah,
shifted out of that one quickly? Look at
because
my hair. What's up
The
with my hair?
question is, so
Oh.
how many pounds of food was that?
Okay, so if it's 74, was that it?
Yeah,
74 hot dogs. How many pounds of food is that? So here's your answers. Number 1 is 9 pounds of food. Number 2 is 17 pounds of food. And number 3 is 21 pounds of food. So we're going to weigh in on this. You people start weighing in on it as well. And then what else here, dear? Yeah, Scott says
Okay.
23 pieces of pizza was the most he ever ate, and it was in college. Scott, his brother Scott.
Oh, my Lord.
Really, Linda Putt's potato chips are easy to slam down. That's true. You got to do those by the bag. Carla Wiseman, she's one of our stalkers.
Nice.
She says for her, it's ice cream is her guilty pleasure. Candy
Oh, yeah.
says 21 pounds is Tiffany says number 2. Jennifer says number 3. Carla says number 2. Dale says number 2. The other Beth says number 2. So there you go. Those are the answers. Most people were kind of mostly 2s.
Okay, Tim, what is it?
Hold it. Virginia says, I think it was several blocks of butter for you, Shelley. Sonny.
She knows me too well.
Yeah. Blocks of
Well,
butter.
Wow.
Blocks? Oh, I'll have. Yeah, she
My
knows
wife,
me.
my
That's
wife loves the
girlfriend.
ice cream.
Yeah? What kind is her ice cream?
She likes all kind, but the other day she had some that was like a caramel and like cashew and vanilla is like one of those little ones. They're supposed to be
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah.
And she almost ate the whole thing. I'm like, put the ice cream down. I want some tomorrow.
But if it's healthy,
She's
you
gonna
can have a
kill me.
lot of it.
Neil Green says answer number 3. Virginia says, and she still couldn't gain weight. So unfair. That was Sonny. See, that's what I was
know.
trying to get her to say. How many pieces of cheesecake have you eaten in one sitting?
You two know me too well.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. So, honey, you want to put the answer up? What is the answer?
The answer
2.
is 21.
21.
21.
21 pounds.
Which number was that?
That was 3.
That was 3?
Three.
Yeah.
Number 3
It
is
was
the correct
9,
answer.
17, 21. Wow.
21 pounds. Go back to Joey Chestnut's picture. Can you do that?
I know. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, this is 21 pounds
That
of
is
hot
a
dogs.
lot of hot dogs.
Now think of that. That's crazy.
How do you fit that in your stomach?
How do you fit it in your
Seriously,
stomach?
look at that. Look at the size of that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He breathes shallow.
Well,
Yeah,
I
then
guess
they-
I guess if you squish it down like with
Man,
water, and
yeah.
Is he
It'd be
allowed
like
to
a-
throw up the minute he's done?
I'm sure once he's got the award, right?
Yeah,
I would
right.
think. But 21 pounds is a lot of hot dogs.
That's
Right.
a lot of hot dogs.
Wow.
That's about how much sausage you used to eat.
That's what, right?
German
The
sausage.
German
German
sausage
sausage.
is the best. When you go to
Oh,
Germany, you
Bubba.
got to eat the sausage.
Here's one that probably
Yes.
people don't know.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Congress passed a law requiring Americans to pause at what time of day to remember the fallen on Memorial
In
Day?
the year 2000, they did this.
In the year 2000. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the answer number 1 is noon. Number 2 answer is 3 p.m. And the number 3 answer is 6 p.m. So which of those, weigh in on it. Where's Lydell tonight? Lydell is All-American. He should be answering these questions. He should know these.
We should
Um,
ask how many. Dale's a vet. I wonder how
Oh,
many
yeah.
kids we might have.
Michael Scott says he probably ate 50 to 60 wings by himself in high school days.
That's just nasty.
Carla says she did eat the whole pint. She's confessing now. Okay, and Beth goes with a sleeve of Oreos, honey. She'll eat a sleeve of Oreos. How many are in a sleeve of Oreos? Does anybody know that answer?
Ooh.
20? I don't know.
I would.
13 or something.
13, an odd number? You
Not
think
enough.
they're doing that? Yeah, not enough.
Not
Somebody was going to
I
say.
know.
Tiffany says
Yeah.
one has to ask why. Oh, 3 p.m.,
That's true.
Candy says, is for her first answer. How long did he take to eat that many? Oh, yeah. Joey Chestnut ate
10
those
minutes.
10
Look.
minutes.
No way.
10 minutes.
21
minutes?
pounds of food in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
That's the way to get
That's
that's just nasty.
What's the most hot dogs you could eat now at your age, you
And
think,
it's a
if
hot,
you had
that's
to?
a bun.
if I had
With a
to.
bun.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
with
you
a bun.
had to. You think you could
Those
get
little ones, like the regular
like
size
the
ones,
Nathan
like the,
ones.
yeah.
10?
I think if I was really hungry, probably 8,
I got
10.
6.
6. Randy
Maybe.
could do 6. He's over here, honey.
Oh, if I got down 2, there's
Okay.
no with a bun.
You could do
With a
6.
bun?
I could do 6.
I think I'd do 8 if I was really hungry.
Yeah, 8.
I had 2 burgers and 2 hot dogs today, but that was all spread out.
Your
But
little
Yeah.
heifers.
I know,
Yeah.
I was.
All right, here's some other votes. How long did it take?
I
That was
didn't
10
eat
minutes to
breakfast.
eat 21 pounds of food. 6 p.m., Tiffany says. Jennifer says 1. The other best says 1. Michael Scott says the answer number 2 at 3 p.m. Aaron Free says 3 p.m. Aaron's on. You remember he suffered a terrible tragedy 18 years ago.
Don't stop. Don't bring
18
it
years
up.
ago. His life just almost
Oh,
ended.
Lord.
18 years ago. He's bringing it up. Neil Green says number 2. Aaron says depends if they were kosher. See, he's Jewish. Yeah,
Aaron.
he's that guy. So if they're kosher dogs, all right, Free. Kosher dogs, how many can you eat?
Okay, so what is?
Did he
what-
throw up? Linda wants to know. I have no idea. They didn't tell us that.
Okay, the answer is 3 p.m.
Yep. Aaron Free says 3 p.m. for sure, not guessing.
Yeah, it is. It's 3 p.m. I didn't know that they had just done that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2000. Who was president in 2000? We're going to sound really dumb. Aaron
know.
Free, who was president?
Richard Nixon.
No. Richard was in the 70s, you idiot.
I think
The only reason
Gotta
I
be
know
right.
Richard Nixon was in the 70s is that's the last time I dated before I met her. That's it. So, yeah, not Tim, no. Her, over there.
Yeah.
Over there. I got to point that way, yeah.
that
That's
one.
over.
Yeah, over
The
there.
one over there.
So, who was president in 2000? Clinton, right?
Yeah.
No?
I think, oh wait,
Clinton
it was
or-
the year that we voted, so it was a new president, 2000.
Clinton. Had to be Clinton.
Yeah, because then
Obama's 8 years.
No,
Actually, it was
wasn't, you guys.
25
Was it
years ago,
before
Aaron
that?
Free says.
Was it?
Aaron Free says it was
Bush.
25 years ago. What are you
25
talking
years
about?
ago?
It's 2000.
2020. That's 20 years ago.
See, this is Aaron.
Okay,
Aaron
well,
every
we have
now and
another
then.
question.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
What's-
this is interesting because
what
it's
state?
not a national holiday.
First.
Okay.
There's a big difference.
Oh, that's true. What state first established Memorial
Hmm.
Day as an official holiday?
So it's clarify. It's not a national holiday.
It's not a national holiday.
Every
Okay.
state then, after this state did it, other states. did
Other
it.
states followed suit. So somebody started this first. Who was it? Number 1 is the
Huh.
answer is Minnesota. Number 2, the answer is Pennsylvania. And number 3, the answer is New York. All right?
Huh. Let's see.
It's all hooked up.
Oh, Linda, I did forget that about David White. We had a kid we challenged to eat a bunch of hot dogs, and David White ate a ton of them. I can't remember. All right, everybody. Bob Atwood has just joined the fray, so you need to say hi, Bob, please, if everybody would. Bring
Hi,
up,
Bob.
yeah, say the hi, Bobs, and get him all feeling happy about himself.
How about?
Oh, now Aaron is saying the dog died 25 years ago. Honey.
Oh,
Yeah. Aaron, if we're going to start a GoFundMe for Aaron Free, so be looking for that GoFundMe to help him get some therapy because he's clearly not over the dog that either died 18 years ago, 19 years ago, or 25 years ago. He's not sure which it is. So we're not sure. All right, here the answers come. Your wife is saying answer number 2, Tim.
Okay.
Linda Putz is saying answer number 2. Michael
I think-
Scott, number 2 in Pennsylvania
I
is
think
that answer.
Pennsylvania, but we got a lot of number 2
Bob
answers.
Atwood says number 3. He hardly ever gets anything right. Tiffany Porter says hi to Bob. And Scott Weisenen says hi, Bob, in all caps. So there you go. Everybody, thank you for saying hi to Bob. And then
Hi,
we're going
Bob.
to interrupt before the answer. And you want to give up to the picture of Bob? Or do you got that?
Well, we could go to what we always go to when Bob. What happens
Right.
when Bob comes along?
What happens when Bob comes along? We have a
We
squirrel
all
pick. That's
know.
what I
Yep,
was.
there we go.
There it is. There it is, Bob.
Now, to explain, somebody sent us a picture. And
Yeah,
we can't find it.
We can't remember who sent it to us. And, everybody, we get a lot of stuff on our messenger, and I can't find the picture. But somebody sent us a picture of this kind of thing. I didn't know there was actually a market for making picnic tables for squirrels. Let's
I
just
think
take that in.
That's just
That-
horrible.
No, that's annoying.
It's
If
so-
Herb Thurn is watching right now, he's throwing up because Herb hates those. Because Herb's an electrician, and most power outages
Yeah.
are called by rats with fuzzy tails.
Yeah,
That's
so
what he
they
calls
get on
them.
the roof and they start chewing things on
Yep.
the top of the roof, the ridge
Right.
vents and other stuff.
Now
Here
they're
in
literally
Florida-
putting picnic tables up in their backyards for him, Tim. So this is every time Bob Atwood comes on, we put a picture of a squirrel up because Bob has the attention span of a squirrel. And so that's it. Honey, Gloria
Right.
is now watching. So you better say hello to your mother.
Hi, Mom.
That would explain.
Yep.
That's Debbie's sister.
Yeah, it is a cute pic, though. We like that. So that we put up every time Bob's on because Bob identifies if he has a sports team, he always calls them the Squirrels. All right, what state first established Memorial Day as official holiday? Your options were number 1, Minnesota, number 2, Pennsylvania, number 3, New York. And the correct answer is
It's 3.
3, New York.
New York.
New York.
Wow.
They
Yep.
established it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that somebody told me this before, and I'm going to bring it up because I think it's going to break Tim's little heart, honey, that Minnesota State Fair, Gloria probably doesn't even know this yet. The Minnesota State Fair is canceled this year.
I think we found that out on
Is
the
it
last-
From
really?
this program. This
Yeah.
program has got cutting edge stuff.
I know.
Worthless
Breaking
trivia.
news.
Breaking, no, we're not nothing news. No, it's all COVID. We got nothing to that. We got worthless trivia and news here.
Yeah.
So, Gloria, there is no Minnesota State Fair this year, which is the first time since ever, I think.
Ever. Since
Ever.
ever, honey.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That is
All right,
sad.
Linda. Yep, cute pick. All right, there you go. So, what else you got, dear? We got another
Well,
question.
We
Herb
can
is-
also just, since we're talking about hot dogs, we could talk about how many hot dogs are eaten per second on Memorial Day.
Okay, while you're weighing in on that answer, Herb has just sent us, actually Beth sent it in, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Beth sent us in a picture. See if I can get it in here.
No, it's not going to show up.
Yeah,
here.
there we go.
Right there. Hold it. There you go. Hold it.
What is it?
It's a squirrel
can't-
massage.
Give him a massage another squirrel. That's
Quality.
Where else can you get this kind of broadcasting, people? The networks can't handle us. I'm telling you. All right, honey. Put the question back up.
that's hilarious.
It is a great
Question
picture.
goes back up.
That's like me trying to give you
It is.
a massage.
How did they do that?
I don't know.
It's like the little.
Next thing you
the
know, they
little
have one stretching
hands
them out.
hold
It kind of looks legit. I don't even know. I'm worried about these people.
All right.
Okay, how many hot dogs are eaten per second on Memorial Day? Nationwide. Okay, nationwide.
Nation.
How many hot dogs did we do today? Let's see. We did 8.
don't know. You
I
go.
did and 2 packs of 6. So that's 12 and 8. What's that? I don't know.
12 and 8, it's 20.
20. We had 20 hot dogs. We had 11 hamburgers, which was a total of 6 pounds of hamburger.
And how many people? There was 11.
We had 11 people.
11 people.
So we had 11 hamburgers and then 20 hot dogs.
So now you're going to try to do the math for the whole United States?
Yeah, I'm
based on
trying to do that. So the question
There's
was,
330 million people, and we had.
okay, how many pounds per second?
Don't follow his logic.
No.
When it comes to math.
No, don't do that.
Just
That's
guess.
7th grade. I peaked right there. Put the question back up.
Peaked right there.
Put the question back up, please, if you would. Okay, how many hot dogs are eaten? Answer number 1 is 1,247 hot dogs per second. Answer number 2 is 818 hot dogs per second. And number 3 is 432 hot dogs per second. That's just hard to comprehend on
Per
Memorial Day.
second.
I mean,
Wow.
these are legit stats. I mean, I'm telling you,
Legit.
people. This is
That-
what makes America a great nation. That's right. All right, Michael Scott went with number 2. Bob Atwood went with number 2. What did
said
Beth
that-
say?
Beth said that the viewers would go up if I was on there rather than you.
I kind of agree. Honey, get over here. Get over here. Let's try it. I'm willing to, I had a bag on my head, Beth, for 10 minutes and the ratings went up. You know what that's done to my self-esteem,
Oh.
Beth?
That makes all of us, including me and all the viewers, very happy to hear that.
Shut it.
Poor little fella.
Oh, Linda Putz said KFC. Well, that's America right there. That's a good one. Text us in right now what you had for Memorial Day food.
Oh, yeah.
So we did the usual. We did burgers and dogs, Oh,
Baked
and
beans.
baked beans. And then Randy and I, we go to this really great restaurant. We got to get sponsored by them. It's called Jimmy Hula's. It's a buddy of ours who, he manages this one. There's 12 of them in Orlando. Tim loves it. I've
Yeah.
taken him there. Everybody we've had stay at the Warrior House has gone there and loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually
We
the
talk
favorite.
about food a lot.
We do talk about food a lot. We're sort of
Yeah,
foodies.
We do.
It's important.
Yeah,
It's
it's
important.
important.
Well, when
The
you
toilet and food.
yeah, well, we've
Yeah.
we've eliminated politics. We never talk politics
That's
here,
yes and no.
and we don't really talk deep spiritual stuff and doctrine stuff.
No.
So what do we got left?
Not
Girls.
much
Got to
here.
keep it to topics that he can understand.
We got, honey, we got girls and food. It's all that's left to talk about.
Okay. All right.
So we're
Here's
choosing
that.
food, people. We're going the high road.
Or movies.
Or movies. We did a show on movies. We did a couple shows on movies.
Yeah, we did.
All right, so weigh in with your answers. Linda had KFC. Michael Scott picks number 2. Nobody else is voting. Bess is number 2. Linda Putz is number 1. Dale Metters, that's from the other question.
Okay, it's 2.
It's number 2.
880.
818 hot dogs per second
It makes
are
you
eaten
want
in
to
America.
invest in hot dogs, doesn't it?
Now, we didn't
That's
do the weight
crazy.
of that. How many hot dogs in weight is sold? That'd be interesting. How many pounds of hot dogs?
Then we gross. and
We'll
we
ask
gross.
Dale that question, your brother-in-law. So, Dale, you're on here right now. You're watching us. Tell us, do that. 818 hot dogs per second for a 24-hour day. How many pounds of hot dogs is that, Dale? Go. Dale's a Menza.
Okay, but tell him what we found out from Bob about hot dogs. It's really got like a plastic coating. Remember? There's plastic in the coating of a hot dog. It ruins
Hot
the
dogs are
coating.
not the healthiest thing.
Bob Atwood would ruin every day and every party if you let him. Okay,
That's
we
not
don't
true.
take stuff from Bob.
I don't know if they heard me. You should. Oh, they're telling you what they're eating.
Oh, Dale had P.F. Chang's. Nothing's more American than P.F. Chang's. All right, Linda Putz had Taco Tuesday tomorrow. Shut up, Linda. Don't be talking about that. Bob always does something good. He
We
knows.
don't say shut up.
We don't?
We
Okay.
don't say shut up.
Bob Atwood, of course, he knows he's a grilling meister. He did grilled beef tenderloin, corn on the cob, and mashed taters. Oh, Candy Didkowski, your favorite mailman's wife, did Mighty Taco.
Oh.
And Linda was KFC. All right, what about the rest of you people? What do we got here? It's 100 pounds per second. 818 hot dogs is 100 pounds per second. All right, Dale, so do some more math.
Second.
Per second, 100 pounds per second. That's crazy.
Lot
That's
of
crazy.
food.
So you eat a person every hour, or every second.
100 pounds per second.
That's a lot.
That's a
And you
lot.
don't even know what beef is
600
in there.
pounds
They say
per
it's
minute.
100% beef, but you don't know where that beef came from.
With the plastic coating. He
With a
said
plastic-
there's a plastic coating.
Who said that? He just said it again?
No, I'm
Oh.
just saying.
Bob
said
is saying
that.
there's a plastic coating in
I
the hot
trust
dogs.
Bob.
It's Bob. He's got aliens that he hears and everything. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He goes out at night, he wears tinfoil.
Okay, does anybody know what the... Oh, sorry.
Okay, so Tiffany Porter has just done some math. Tiffany's pretty smart. Tiffany says 808. Oh, wow. We're on to another question. We're still talking the other one.
Oh,
What was Memorial Day originally called? Number 1, Decoration Day. Number 2, Victory Day. Or number 3, Commemoration Day? What was it originally called?
yeah,
Number
you
1.
Knew you knew the answer.
Yeah, Decoration Day. Number 2, Victory Day. And 3, Commemoration Day. Now, Tiffany Porter just came in, honey, and she said 818 is,
2,000.
yeah, 882 pounds. Oh, you saw that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tiffany is now doing more math for us. 74 equals 21 pounds. So she's, and Candy Didkowski says answer number 1. The other Beth says number 1. So people are going with the answer number 1. What answer are you picking on that one?
Did you see it?
Do it again.
I would say for me, I'm guessing Commemoration Day.
Ooh. What do you say?
I would say 2.
2. Victory Day. Okay. Linda Putz says number 1. She says Decoration Day. Carla, your wife, says number 3, Commemoration Day. And Candy Didkowski, our favorite mailman's wife, says number 1, Decoration.
I could see 1, 2.
You could go with either one of
I
those.
agree with the one. I'm
You're
gonna
very-
stick with 3.
He's
I'm gonna stick with
No.
3.
He's my son.
Yep, you're very decisive, Timmy.
I said 3, but I could see number 1 too. But I'm gonna stay with 3.
Okay, staying with 3. Pete, we got a 3 from your wife. Neil Green says number 1. I'd go with Neil because he's 80 years old. He's seen a lot of stuff. Michael
Okay,
Scott
with
says, okay, Michael Scott's doing math. Dale,
Oh my
I don't know where
gosh.
you are. Michael Scott says 60 second is 60 minutes, so 24 hours gives 86,400 seconds in a day. Then times 100 pounds per 800 pounds per second. Really? I'm not doing that math. Why do you give?
860,000 something.
Oh, there, Scott did it.
Did he? Okay, Scott Wiseman says approximately 7,067,520 pounds per day. Wow. Sharon
Wow.
Free is now on. She says answer number 2.
Okay.
Thank you, Sharon, for coming in with a non-Jewish answer. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anybody else want to weigh in? And then Scott Wiseman says 1.6 ounces per hot dog. Now Scott's going to go nuts. Dale says 42. Okay, now Dale has a totally different number than Scott. So we have a challenge being laid down.
All right.
Dale says there are 4,240,000. No,
Oh, 4 billion.
4 billion, right?
Yeah.
4 billion. Is that right, Tim? 4,240,500
Yeah, that's 4,240,512,000.
hot dogs in 24 hours.
We could be doing buns, no buns. I don't know. Are we doing pounds?
Is that even possible?
Oh, so he's doing hot dogs and the other was doing pounds.
Oh, right.
That's, I think, what
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
doing or something.
Okay. I don't
It's
know.
different.
I don't
Yeah.
know. We've
Okay,
lost
so-
control of the show.
Okay,
We have.
Originally, it was called what, baby?
It was called Commemoration Day.
It was?
There you go. Yeah. What?
I thought it was called Decoration.
Oh, it was Decoration Day. I lied. I'm sorry.
No, I could be.
No. What? Yeah, it was
Was it?
Decoration
It
Day.
was one.
Yeah, sorry.
You got me all
I-
excited for a
I-
second.
I was trying to help you out there, son.
Jeez.
I do
Okay.
remember that. My father taught me that, and I forgot it there for a
Note
minute.
to self.
I'm very nervous.
I completely
Very nervous.
lost control.
He's lost control.
I'm very nervous.
You know,
I have a-
he's rattled still from the minute to win it games he lost to me.
I
I'm
know.
Just
nervous because I have a new co-host, and it's not the same. I can't touch him. It feels creepy.
That is true.
All right.
What
Tiffany
is-
Porter
Right.
says Umbers. Oh, she had Umbers for her meal today. What did you eat today is the other question we're asking. Numbers just to throw up, Tiffany says. Beth Atwood says, that's way too big a number for Jim. That's exactly right. I couldn't
He's getting a
comprehend it.
nosebleed.
I am. Scott Wiseman is doing that. Holy crap. Scott's got more math. 1.6 ounces times 888 divided by 16 by 60 by 60 by 24 equals total pounds. Is that even legal? I don't even know.
I don't know. That makes my brain hurt trying to figure that out. There's a reason why he's the high school AP chemistry teacher, and I got a D in chemistry in high school.
I didn't
I
have
don't-
chemistry, so I can't
You
even
don't
go
even know how
there.
to spell
No,
chemistry.
I don't know how to spell chemistry. So, okay,
My,
Bob
wife,
Atwood.
my wife will figure it out. She's a math
Did
teacher.
you see what Bob says?
No.
Bob Atwood just says, hang on, I'm taking my socks off so I can count higher. William Putz is so currently winning the game. She says 4 wins and 1 loss so far.
You know what? We don't have a line of the day yet.
That's a good one. Take
What?
the socks off.
Bob Atwood is up for line of the day, dear Jesus. Aaron Free, where are you? You've had, wait, he had a good line, didn't he? Oh, he was just correcting me on the years of his dead dog. All right, so Bob Atwood, we're, for line of the day, we got Bob going with counting his toes. Okay, there's a line of the day. David Bemis has just joined us. We love David Bemis. Welcome to the show, David, where chaos is the norm. Okay, here we go.
Sarcasm.
This-
That's too many hot dogs. Here it is. What else we got?
Okay, so the next
All right.
question is again about food.
Joey Chestnut consumed 21,000 calories. Okay, with just that one outing of eating those hot dogs. How many calories are in a typical Thanksgiving meal? Oh, this is good. This is a good one, people.
I got
I don't
an
know the
answer
answer
right
on
away.
this. Okay, number 1 is 2,300 calories. Number 2 is 3,100 calories. And number 3 is 1,500 calories. So weigh in your answer. I'll give you the question again for those of you who have tiny screens. Joey Chestnut, who is the world champion for hot dogs, he consumed 21,000 calories on that. Put the question back up.
Oh.
21,000 calories on that. And we're asking you how many
That's a lot
calories
of
is in an
calories.
average meal in a Thanksgiving Day meal. 2,300 calories, 3,100 calories, or 1,500 calories per person we're talking about here, people. All right? What do you got?
What do you think? I know what answer I'm going with. 3,100.
Really? I was going to go, not 15, but what's the other one?
2,300?
23. I'm going to go 23.
I'm gonna go-
23?
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go-
know.
I'm going to go 31.
Okay, so do you remember we watched 600 Pound Life?
Yes.
And the lady ate, I don't know if they can hear me. The lady ate 26,000 calories. And so they said, well, we looked it up. What would that be the equivalent? And they said that would be the equivalent of a full Thanksgiving meal for like 10 people.
Yeah, if you Google it, you can find it's like the world's biggest Thanksgiving meal or something, and one fat person ate it. She was like an 800-pounder, and she was trying to set a Guinness record. You can Google that. There's a picture of it. It's pretty disgusting.
It was so nasty.
Man, we got tons of answers coming
All right,
in now.
what
Now
are
the
they- what are
people
they
are coming
saying?
alive. David Bemis says, hey. All right, David. Hey, Dave Bemis. Okay, Beth, the other Beth says number 2. Linda Putz says number 2. Aaron Free says 31. Scott says number 1. David Bemis says number 2. See, this is Aaron Free. You can put up questions 1, 2, and 3. He will always answer with the answer, not the number. So it's like,
It's
you got to
rebellion.
figure it out. Yeah,
Oppositional.
it's oppositional
Defiant
defiance disorder. I believe you have that. All right? I think I just cursed you. I don't know. Dill, your brother-in-law says number 2, honey. Bob Atwood says number 2. Baron Mills is watching. Our favorite. He's got the Beer Club of Orlando, Veterans Beer Club of Orlando. Baron, we got to promote you. All right, buddy? So get some word out there. Tiffany, number 3. Tiffany again, number 2. Tiffany, what happened? You can't have a 3 and a 2. Michael Scott says number 2 at 3,100 calories. Neil Green says number 2. I'm going with number 2. What did you go with?
Whatever 3,100 calories
wrong
was.
question.
All right, so Joey
So I
consumed.
went number 2.
You went number 2, 3,100 calories. I'm sorry, I went number 1, 2,300 calories. And Randy picked 2,300 as well. Honey, what did you
It
pick?
was 2.
It was number 2, 3,100.
Yes.
There you go. Have
3,100.
you gotten them all right yet?
I missed the decoration or commemoration day.
Oh,
I
okay.
caught.
All right.
31.
Okay, Neil Green's number 2. What else we got? Tom Burdine's joining us. That's another one of mine, hon. Linda Putz, man, if I ate 21,000 calories, I'd be 1,000 pounds. I remember we like to watch. We like to watch My 600-Pound Life. It's one of our guilty pleasures, and it also helps you lose weight because you look at it and you realize, man, I got to get my life under control. So, one of the episodes is there's a guy on there. He's almost 1,000 pounds, and he's really struggling with losing the weight. And he keeps cheating, and he has his wife smuggle in pizzas to him at night in the hospital. And so the doctor stands there and he says, somebody is smuggling you pizza. You're clearly not on the diet. They're going to kick him out of the hospital. And he says, but doctor, I'm really, really hungry. And the doctor made the best line. I think of it all the time when I want to eat everything. He goes, you're not hungry. You've eaten 850 pounds of food. Totally slammed the guy. So we're like, oh yeah, that's good stuff. All right.
That's a
Well,
lot
dose of
of-
reality.
That's a lot. Linda Putz is now 5 wins and 1 loss. She's racking it here right now. I'm telling you. Leanne is on, honey. Aaron Free says 3,100 calories. Nice going there, champ. Tiffany says a mistype. She was correcting her vote. Okay.
Oh, well, that's fair.
That's fair. All
She
right.
can do that.
She
yeah.
can because she's been good for us for sending us pictures that we can use.
Right. Hen pictures.
Hen pictures.
Oh, did you
pictures.
tell her that I don't know, she was up when we did the dog picture.
We did your dog pictures. I don't know if you saw that, Tiff. You're going to have to
Was
go
that
back
the-
and
was
watch
that
a
the
rewind.
German Shepherd?
Yep.
Oh, that
Those
dog
are cool.
That dog was beautiful.
Those are cool. A little bit of housekeeping here as well. The only way we can move forward with this program and get more effective is we need you to share. The only person who shares the broadcast other than me to put it onto our other ministry page is Lydell.
No, Chris has shared it and Michael Scott shared
Right.
it.
So a couple have shared it, but not consistently. So those of you that are our people, we need you to share it on Facebook. So when this thing's done, please help us get the word out.
Maybe we made it a competition.
Oh, there you go. We get it a competition. So whoever has the most shares.
Well, maybe
What do we
if
send
they
them?
get the most, I don't know. How can we do that?
Honey, we have one of about 5 survival kits left, which is what we have given out to the wounded guys.
Yeah.
Whoever has the most shares, do you want them to share
Well,
this
no,
one?
because they can only share it one time.
Oh,
honey.
no,
That's
no,
not,
no, you-
Yes, it's not what I meant. Like,
Oh.
they'd have to get, I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Okay.
Let
We're
me
going to
think
think
about
about this. We'll get back to you. Talk amongst yourselves. Dear Jesus, I don't even know what just happened there, Tim. Help me out.
I'm caught in the crossfire. I'm not saying a word.
I don't even know
Oh,
anymore.
Beth said, Beth number 2 said, I shared. I did.
Beth did. Beth number 2. Yes, you did. I noticed that. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you very much. We look pretty good on screen there, Tim.
That's a
So
nice
the only one
little
is that-
haircut
this-
you got there.
Shut up.
You got a new haircut.
I
like it.
did. That's right. All right. Let's see.
Do we have another question?
He could
Or we got
emotionally. Michael Scott's suggesting we'll let people emotionally possess a shirt.
I know. Lee wants somebody's shirt. It must be probably his, not yours.
Somebody wants this shirt?
I think not. I think
I
they're
don't
only
think
him.
so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
one? This is for America.
That's America, baby.
America.
Oh, Linda shared on 2 sites. Thank you, Linda. We got to do it more consistently. We need your help, guys. Can I share anonymously so people don't know I watch?
Who said that?
Who do you think, Bob Atwood? Is he up for
I
line
like
of the day?
Bob.
Bob Soper, that's
I
2.
like Bob.
He's a 2 for
Is
today.
it Bob could get a twofer? Bob, you got to tell us what you did different today because your meds are clearly balanced today. You're having a very alert, very, I don't know what kind of moment it is. I don't even know what
It's
to
a
say.
very zen day for him.
Yes, anonymous. I'm going to put that down and
He
we'll
had
try
the
to.
day off.
I don't even know how to spell that. I'm just close enough.
I can't even read your
Yeah,
second
exactly.
scratch.
All right.
It's like a chicken over here went and drew something, scribbled, and I'm supposed to read it.
Okay, this is a first. We've had this
All right.
person watch one other time, right there on the bottom, right there.
Oh, well, that's
Heather.
a very important person.
Very important. She prefers we
Weissman.
don't say her name out loud because she too does not want to be known. She shall remain nameless. So your nickname for her is what? The only because she'll the yeah. What do
I
you call
won't
her?
say. I won't say.
No,
it
because
here.
nobody knows the nickname but you and Scott and Carla. So if you say the nickname, we aren't actually saying her name.
I already said her name.
No,
I'm not doing it. She'll
You're
kill
not?
me.
Look, he's
See,
scared.
watch.
I don't even know what's happening
It's a
here.
twofer for a toother.
And Beth says she likes Bob. Dale says not a twofer, a toother. Yeah, see, that's Dale. He's got corny humor. We like that. Michael Scott says no. At Leanne B wants Tim's shirt. Oh, they want a Tim's shirt. I don't got no Tim. Oh, that Tim shirt.
Right here.
I was thinking Tim Horton.
Freedom was not free.
Oh my word.
Where'd you get that shirt?
I don't remember.
Look at that.
I think I got it. I think I found it at a
If
Christian.
you said vintage, I'm gonna
No,
slap you.
no, it's not vintage. I think I found it at a Christian bookstore. They had T-shirts before they
Oh.
all went out of business
Oh,
from Amazon and everything
okay.
else.
In other words, it's been worn before, people, and often. Probably.
I only wear it usually
Yeah.
July 4th, Memorial time.
Oh, Carla said I bought it for you.
My wife bought it for me.
Now, Beth Atwood says the reason Bob is real sharp tonight is because he had an adult beverage earlier, and so he's feeling happy.
There you go.
And everybody said hi to him, honey. That's a good thing.
I know.
Everybody
I know.
loves Bob. You got to love Bob. You don't understand him. You can't comprehend him. I don't know. It's a Zen thing. I don't get it. Say hi to Brooklyn, Jim. Oh, hi, Brooklyn. Who's Brooklyn? Oh, Brooklyn's her daughter, right? Or is it the dog? I don't know. It's the daughter. Right. Thank you. I didn't mean the dog. I was kidding. So we're saying hi to Brooklyn.
What are you doing?
Tiffany told me to say hi to Brooklyn. Hey, Brooklyn. I'm just so glad you came because I'm very excited that you're part of our group and part of it. So Tim is leaving us now, and the real co-host coming back. No,
You obviously bored him.
I clearly did. He literally walked off the set. You can't do that on a show like this. This is an expensive show, people. We're paying for these minutes.
I know. He went right. He was bored already.
I want you all to send some love to my wife. She put this show together along with putting together a huge party today with 11 people here and a whole bunch of craziness. And I mean, I didn't do very well. She did amazing and put this show together. So can you send her some thumbs up and some love right now? That would be awesome to her and to me as well. I would really appreciate that. Pandora just joined.
Well, at least she showed up.
Pandora. Disappointing. All right, so ladies and
So
gentlemen.
Tim has a little
So
special.
I have something here
I have
for
no idea
everybody.
what this is.
Listen, you
I'm
don't even know
listening.
anything about this. So in light of Memorial Day and all the work that you do for the military,
Okay.
I've had something for a little while I want to give to you. I'm not sure if any of you guys ever seen the movie Hacksaw Ridge. Phenomenal movie about Desmond Doss. You know, rescues like 75 people up
Yep.
there in the Battle of Okinawa and right there in Hacksaw Ridge. Well, I was there. Been there a few times the last few years doing some U.S. military
Right.
youth camps
Yep.
for kids all over Japan. And so we got to go actually hike up on Hacksaw Ridge
Oh,
this
cool.
past
All right.
August. So while I was there, I also went to Kadena Air Base.
Yep.
And while I was there, I picked up something else. So I want to present to you a little something here. This is actually a rock from Hacksaw Ridge.
We're going to get closer. There you
So
go.
it's an actual rock. I did collect a few rocks and brought them home with me,
Really?
as well as this is a coin from has all the different bases on in Okinawa. It's like 15 different bases. I don't know if you can see that.
Can we get that? No,
There
we
it
go.
is, right
There
there.
we
So
go.
it's like 15 different bases around Okinawa.
Very cool.
And so I brought this home for you just as a little souvenir, thinking about the sacrifice that all of our U.S. military have paid, some the ultimate price, and on Memorial
That's
Day.
cool.
I just thought it'd be a little reminder of all the work that you and Sonny do for the military and the
Very
wounded
sweet.
warriors,
Yeah.
and all those that you're helping who have lost something precious to them, whether it's a body part or lost, a loved one or whatever. But what you guys do with military is a big deal, and so I just thought, you know what, let me give something to Uncle Jim to remind you of the work that you're doing and how many lives that you're keeping on the planet. And so
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Timmy,
a little,
thank you.
whoever thought a rock would be special, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it literally is from Hacksaw Ridge.
Explain the coin.
Coins, if you don't know about coins, they were originally started to commemorate when you got a promotion in the military, or you did an advancement, or you finished a course, or you were in a battle or something like that. And they started these about Vietnam. I mean, they're before that, but basically they became popular. But you can't buy them. You have to be awarded them or given them. I mean, some people now have tried to duplicate them, but they don't really do that. But
Right.
so it's presented like this. Usually you
Yeah.
shake the person's hand, you roll the hand over, you put it in there. He puts it in his pocket, and technically it started out as a drinking game. So now I've given him that, and it's a coin that was I'm congratulating him for something. And then if we ever go into a bar, he taps the coin on the bar, and everybody else who's got a coin has got to tap back. And the guy who doesn't tap back because he doesn't have a coin, he buys the drinks. That's kind of how it started, if you Google that. But it's really about, guys really are honored to get this. And I'm very honored. Thanks, Timmy. That's really, that's a beautiful coin.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Isn't it also for someone who's gone above and beyond?
Yes, absolutely.
For Call of Duty.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what you guys have done has been above and beyond, and you've walked through a lot of battles yourself. And so I thought, what can I give you that you can't get yourself? And I don't know if you ever hiked up the Hacksaw Ridge, but when I did, I grabbed a few rocks for some special people, and I said, you know what? Let me give it to you on Memorial Day.
Love it.
So thank you for all you do for all of our military.
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool. A couple of people. Yes, thank you. Much thanks. Jim has enough rocks in his head, Dale says. Your brother-in-law, that's perfect. Michael Scott, Michael Scott says that's awesome.
I love these people that rip on you.
That's awesome, Tim. Very cool, says Michael Scott. And Beth Atwood says, that's awesome. Tiffany says, how special. Bob Atwood says, how awesome. Leanne says, wow, so thoughtful. That's amazing. Pandora says, hi, Linda. Seriously, we're having this serious moment here, and Pandora saying hi. Then a couple of people. Leanne said, I got a coin once for catching an officer from face planting on base. He tripped over absolutely nothing. Seriously, go Navy. That's funny. Yeah. Virginia says, you loved Sonny more than you know. You came all the way to work with me, and now I have to go as the sheep are waiting. Thanks for the entertainment. Love the movie Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, great movie.
Dave Bemis says, we do the coin thing. Good deal.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, you guys, it's about the end of time. We're gonna have Tim take us home and pray us out, and we're just gonna pray.
Wait, did we do line of the day?
No, we did not. Thank you, baby. We got to do line of the day, and I think it's hands down. It's got to go to Bob. I don't like giving Bob.
He got the twofer.
He's actually he gets a double. He gets the double today.
The dirty
double.
I don't know how many Bob has won. You're gonna have to tell us, Bob. But these. Remember, for those of you who are new to the program, you get to emotionally possess these until the next program. You have to turn them back in. You can see Bob has had this one before. It's pretty yellow. You can see that. This one's nice and clear. It's nice and clean. But Bob, you get to possess these until Friday.
Right.
We're not on this Wednesday. We have we have some other stuff going on. We will be there. We'll be back on Friday at 7. But so line of the day, Bob. Thanks everybody for joining. Tim's going to pray for the families of our military. There are a lot of guys deployed right now, and they are in harm's way. And we do want to pray for that and pray for our country and their families, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah, remember all those that have sacrificed for us. And so.
All right, let's do it.
Take us home, Tim.
All right. Lord, we thank you for this amazing day where we can all gather with family and friends around the nation and around the world, actually, to be able to come together and have a few laughs, but also to be reminded about the importance of this day. First and foremost, that Jesus, that you pay the ultimate price and sacrifice for our freedom to have eternal life with you. And we also thank you for allowing us to celebrate this beautiful country of the United States of America and all the U.S. military that have paid the ultimate price as well and laid down their lives for our freedoms, to protect our freedoms. So, Lord, we choose to honor them and all their families and all the sacrifices they make. And knowing the military families that I've worked with and Jim's worked with and Sonny, that there's so many of that continue to sacrifice to bring us the joy and peace that we can celebrate today and be with our families. So, Lord, we just pray for your protection upon each one of our service men and women, upon the families spread around the world, that you keep your hand upon them, that your peace and your love and joy and strength would just surround them. And we just choose to celebrate this opportunity to have freedom in this world. And we thank you, Jesus, for blessing each person and each family member right now, anything they're going through, that you would just remind them of your love for them. We just love you and we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thanks for everybody.
We have a special
We got a really cool tribute at the end that we're going to show by one of America's great statesmen, one of our favorite, just an amazing guy. But thanks again for supporting us. We love doing this program. We're going to be back on Friday at 7 with a lot of fun stuff. And some new people for you guys to celebrate. And thanks to my amazing wife for putting up with my craziness and helping us put it all together.
Some time back, I received in the name of our country the bodies of 4 Marines who had died while on active duty. I said then that there is a special sadness that accompanies the death of a serviceman, for we're never quite good enough to them. Not really, we can't be. because what they gave us is beyond our powers to repay. And so when a serviceman dies, it's a tear in the fabric, a break in the whole, and all we can do is remember. It is, in a way, an odd thing to honor those who died in defense of our country, in defense of us, in wars far away. The imagination plays a trick. We see these soldiers in our mind as old and wise. We see them as something like the founding fathers, grave and gray-haired. But most of them were boys when they died, and they gave up two lives, the one they were living and the one they would have lived. When they died, they gave up their chance to be husbands and fathers and grandfathers. They gave up their chance to be revered old men. They gave up everything for our country, for us. We owe them a debt we can never repay. All we can do is remember them and what they did and why they had to be brave for us.